How are you?
Alfred?
Yes, how are you? How
Alfredo?
you doing? Yes, yes.
This is Sylvia, my wife.
Hi, nice to
Sylvia.
meet you.
Yes, meeting you.
Anthony,
And
glad
my
to know
son.
you.
Oh,
Yeah. This is the Steve Probst 45 show. Special guest should get ready and come into the microphone. Can you... It's my great pleasure to introduce someone that didn't know he was missing. Alfredo Garcia, half of the Alfred and Joe duet that did this song, Darling Dear. In about 1964. I bet you it was exactly 1964. My great pleasure to welcome to the Steve Probst 45 show, Alfredo Garcia.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much for this great honor to be here this morning with you in your show. I really appreciate it.
I've written books on the subject of L.A. recording history, and I talked to Rudy Benavides of Flash Records fame, and he remembered Alfredo Garcia. He didn't remember who Joe was, but he remembered Alfredo, and gave me a little bit of information, but you're here to supply the rest, and it's my great pleasure to have you. Don't worry, we're going to be playing the rest of Darling Dear in just a few minutes. But tell me a little bit about the Alfred and Joe story. How did you and Joe hook up, and what were the circumstances?
Well, actually, Joe and I met at high school. We both attended Cathedral High School in over there by Chinatown. We were both in the Glee Club. We put on some talent shows at Cathedral High School.
As students, you put on talent shows?
Yes. I started a band.
Do you remember any of the acts you featured at the Cathedral
Well,
High?
there was a band by the name of the Blendells.
Come on.
Yeah. They are from Cathedral. The majority of the band members are from Cathedral.
What songs did they do? La 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 La?
Yeah, they're the
Almost
ones that
forgot
recorded.
that title.
Yeah, they're the ones that recorded La 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 La.
Yeah. As I recall, you remember Casual Look by the 16s?
Yes.
Members of the 16s?
Yes.
Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
No. Is that
Trust
right?
me.
Oh, I trust you. You're the history.
Yeah, no, you're the history. I'm the guy that tries to find the guys that made the history.
The band itself, which is the one that you hear on the record, is the Noblemen. And it was a small group of teenagers. I lived, I call it West Side, or West L.A.
Euphemistically speaking, yeah.
I know, but I lived over there by Washington and Hoover.
Uh-huh.
And the majority of the band members that I had were from that area, from Belmont High School. In fact, the person who I recall the most is Alfred Rubalcaba. And Alfred was the drummer, but he had a very talented family. His uncle was a professional drummer. And Alfred was really our music arranger.
Who else do you recall besides...
Well, there was another member who was our rhythm guitar, Robert. There was another. Our lead guitar was Richard. It was Richard Duran. That was his last name. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I know he still serves me.
we're creating history as we speak. Richard Duran, where are you?
That's right. Where are you, Richard?
So, how did you choose the membership? I guess I'm saying.
Just piecing it together, you know.
And Richard Duran played what?
And by the way, Richard Duran was also a Cathedral graduate. We both graduated the same year.
Okay, and what was his instrument?
The lead guitar.
Okay, and so I guess the next step in this story is coming up with a name for the band, right?
Yeah. You know what? It just came up. Honestly, there was no magic to it. We just thought about it and said, hey, let's call it the Noblemen.
Now, when's the last time you heard this instrumental?
Oh my, it's been quite a while. That's the Noblemen. I heard it was about 40-some years ago.
What kind of dance would you do to that? That's the whole idea, is it?
The soul shuffle.
The soul shuffle. Did it sound a little surfy to you? You know what I mean?
No, it does, yeah. Remember, we were from West L.A.
Yeah. Maybe you were trying to sell to more than one market. You know.
I think so.
Shuffles and stomps were big at the time. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
It was post-twist era.
Uh-huh.
So tell me a little bit about Alfredo Garcia.
I was born in Mexico, in a city by the name of Orizaba, Veracruz, in the state of Veracruz. And my parents and I, we immigrated to this beautiful country in 1955. And if I tell you what my age was then you're going to figure out what my age is today. But that's okay, I don't mind telling you, all right?
Yeah.
I was 10 years old.
Okay.
And like every immigrant family, you know, we're always come here for a dream of, you know, of bettering ourselves, you know, having a better life. And my parents were no exception. Worked very, very hard, working anywhere from 60 to 70 hours a week. Yet they gave me the great education. I went to St. Joseph's School on 12th and L.A., and then from there Cathedral High School, 4 years there, and of course I went to East L.A. and I met a beautiful wife, and her name is Ruben Garcia, and we got married in '67. We raised 4 beautiful boys. My oldest son is Alfred, Anthony, who's here with us today.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to talk a little bit about him, you know, in a few minutes.
Okay.
And then there's Andrew and Aaron. As you can see, I wonder why they all start with an A. I call them my 4 aces. We have a granddaughter, though.
Oh, a granddaughter.
Oh, yeah, Isabel.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, along the way, you became a teenage entertainer, didn't you? I mean,
yes.
If you want to put it out there.
Yeah, I grew up with Mexican music. The fact that my dad was a professional guitarist, as well as he used to have his trio in Mexico, and that's the kind of music that I used to listen to, which is romantic music by trios. And I began to experience, you know, this music from the 50s, the 60s, and I began to like that kind of music, and of course I began to interpret some of the music, and that's how it all came about.